What's up, everybody? I've just finished Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, from the Like a Dragon series, and I gotta say, it's pretty fun. On my teacher scale, just right off the bat, it's somewhere in the 80s range. I'd give it either a low B or a mid B. It's not perfect. If you've played any of the Yakuza games, however you want to say that word, if you've played any of them, you know what to expect. This one is a little bit more goofy though, because there's a whole pirate theme to this. It talks about it. I'll be honest, it's goofy. It's gonna take you out of it, but it's kind of fun. You're gonna enjoy it. Something I've learned about these Like a Dragon games, they're really games for the people who have, I guess you could say, ADD. People who are just all over the place. Cause 1 minute you're working on the story mode, the next minute you're trying to get bounties. You're going out here whooping these thugs, getting bounties off of them so you can get your money up. The next minute you're playing pool, which is pretty good virtual pool that they've got. Then you can do you'll be in another place and then you're riding go-karts all of a sudden, and it's kind of copying Mario Kart. It's not bad, not a perfect game, but they've done it enough. You can play all these old Sega games, that you can go to these TVs and play these old games and kind of get that old school feel. It's just the game that has everything in it. Everything and the kitchen sink are in these games. If you're following along with the story, the story does go with this. He starts off with amnesia, and as it goes, you learn more about it, and then it ties back in, even to the newer games. The ending is so sweet. It's kind of emotional when you get there. I won't ruin any of that because it to me, the very ending is really cool when it starts tying things together. And something I love about these, it's not just these. As I grow older, now I love playing RPGs and being the young teenager that's going out and saving the world. But most of the time, it's always for that younger generation. And I love these games because these guys, it keeps growing with them. And I love how you can start out in the 80s, and you can go all through the decades in these games. And it's for someone who grew up, even though I don't understand all the Japanese and the Asian culture part, it's still neat because it brings back things I remember when I was younger. Now this one's present day. You go back to Hawaii and do a whole lot of stuff that you did in the other game. But as far as it goes, it's still fun. Everything works. This one doesn't have the RPG elements. This is the beat 'em up style like the other ones. And to me, I always like those beat 'em up styles. That's fun too. You can upgrade as you go, and you can become just this powerful guy. They can't nobody stop. As far as the pirate stuff, it's not super in depth, but you can upgrade your ship, upgrade your cannons, and you can get where you're a force, and it is kind of fun just going around. And then you have these boss ships you can find, and there's all sorts of stories you can play on as long as you want. I played more. I probably put more time in this game than I should have with everything else that I'm playing, but I did. There's something about these games. I have so much fun with them. Now, I do have a little bit of that. I'm all over the place. A squirrel runs by, I'm going to watch it, then I'm somewhere else. So this kind of feels that itch where it's just, I can just do what I want when I want. When I start playing these, I already know the story becomes second nature because I'm going to get so caught up in the side quest. And speaking of side quests, this one has some crazy ones in it. There is one out of nowhere. It becomes a real life. I'm talking about flesh and bones. Forget the game. You're in pretty much an Asian bachelor. It is crazy, and you're actually watching it. You have to take time. It probably took me 45 minutes to watch it. It's like you're watching a TV show. And again, it's not in game. It is live. It is live humans that are the characters in the games, but you are watching them do a whole episode of The Bachelor. Some people don't like that junk. But to me, I think it's so cool how they're always doing something different. The only thing I wish with them, I wish they would slow up just a little bit. Now I know people's liking it and getting in it, but I think they need to do it every other year, because if you're not careful, you could easily get burnt out with these. I'm trying to go back and play the other ones, and I never can because they keep coming out with a new one. Luckily, they're polished, and it keeps the story going, and something fun is always going on. but I think it would do a lot of good to skip maybe a year and then bring the next one out. That way people don't get burnt out on them. But if you just want to have a good time, and again, that these are mature games, there's some wild, weird stuff in it, but there's a lot of fun to be had in these Yakuza series and Like a Dragon series, which they changed it to. I highly recommend it. Even though I gave it a B, it is still an amazing game. So y'all should get out there and give that one a try. Put in the comments, tell me what you think about it.